It's Monday morning, YouTube, which means you guys want to see my oats. And I aim to not disappoint, so here you go. Here are my oats. They're definitely turning a color. Mid-July, we'll probably harvest these and then bale up the straw. But wait. Before we leave, I gotta show you something. Can we get a slow-mo, slow roll of that real quick? I know. Yeah, so I get home from work the other day and I come up to my stoop and it's like, there's a weird looking package on the front step. I was like, what the heck is that? And of course you try and remember what you ordered off of Amazon because you didn't think you would. Anyways, cool thing that showed up. I've got a landlord that watches my YouTube videos, knew that we were struggling to find the blueberry donuts. So she sent me a whole package of blueberry donuts. Thank you. Oh, so good about going to the ditch. So good I did go in the ditch. Blueberry donuts are real high quality feed for blue dogs. That's how you get blue, right? From the blueberries. Yeah? No? Welcome back to the good old Southern IA. I really don't know what today's video is going to be about. No, that's a great way to start your videos, isn't it though? Like, oh, hey, congratulations. I have no clue what this is going to be about, but that's the way it usually is. You know what I'd like to be doing? I'd like to be cutting hay, and I'd also like to be spraying. Fortunately, we've gotten some rain, so we're a little bit tacky and it's put us a little bit behind on spraying here. We still have like 250 acres of corn that needs to get sprayed up here. That'll finish us up on corn, and about half of the beans right now, because there's the gap in the planting dates there, are about at the prime stage for hitting them with the second pass before they go to canopy. There we go. But anyways, the hailed on corn, it's recovering pretty well. You can tell the new leaves don't really have any damage whatsoever. It's standing back upright. I'm honestly gonna have to attribute that to the fact that we've been getting some rains, that it's recovered this nicely. It's weight off the shoulders, worry off the mind type of thing. On top of that, we're still looking at about 60 acres, maybe closer to 80 acres of hay that hasn't been cut down for first cutting. And then at the 15th of July, which this weekend's actually the 4th of July weekend, which we'll be at the Leon Rodeo and yeehawing it up. You know, that's, I tend to go there every 4th of July weekend. But in the middle of July, I've got some DNR ground that will open up and I can cut my hay. They won't let me cut the hay during the nesting season. And then by the time we get all that done, it'll be time to cut the oats and bale up the straw. It'll be really close to fungicide time for the corn. That's happening this year. That's one of the reasons that it's appealing to have the high crop Haggie. We're gonna have a super busy July coming, and I guess I wouldn't want it any other way. I can't remember when the last time that I showed you guys an update of the cereal rye beans. So here we go. Here's the beans. They're dang near knee high, long. I don't know if that's gonna cause me risks of lodging. There's not really a mat in there, but I would say the weed pressure is still very manageable. It's a fine looking field of beans. I mean, unconventional for me, but it looks okay. Tomorrow afternoon, barring the weather, we're supposed to pour my roundabout. Grab yourself one of those.
In Iowa, year-over.
Oh look, I gotta change the engine oil on my truck too.
Dylan's gone today. Right now, I really miss him.
Out there and show them the weather stick and make sure to show them that it's raining?
No, I think they can see that.
Tuesday. Getting a nice gentle shower this morning. It's like the sprinkler shower. It's just sprinkling like your garden sprinkler. You like that analogy?
Yeah, that was a good analogy.
I also think that we're going to be pushing off the pour today because we're supposed to be pouring my roundabout. But I think that one's off as well. So instead, today we are going to be working on the sunflower soil finisher. trying to get it kind of wrapped up and tuned up. That way next year when it's time to go, all we gotta do is hook onto it. Does this one have a stop?
Yep. It's cool. That makes that easier.
Keep going. Hey, good. Wednesday, YouTube. Bandit and I are bobtailing the Oskaloosa to get this truck looked at. Pick up the Peterbilt, which is there, then bring it back home. Just trying to get everything, I guess you could say, ready for harvest. So we're just doing that because we're still rained out. We got to get back to spraying pretty bad though. It's like we need to spray. Maybe tomorrow we can get in the fields. I don't know. We got a quarter of an inch last night. Speaking of harvest, there's a slight chance that we might need a hired hand for harvest in the area. Maybe looking for a harvest time job. Send me over an email. The email's down in the description, but you will need a CDL. So keep that in mind. Down the road. You sucker. Always something. Literally one of the things they did here was adjust the brakes, so it's going good. You can laugh at that, but it's legitimately how you can get a brake on. There she goes. Rolling. This is the farm that we no-tilled, where we actually no-tilled directly on top of the anhydrous strip. It worked really good. There's drone footage of it, a cool video. Basically 2 days after we planted this farm, it got 3 inches of rain, which honestly it could have handled that, but that was the exact same time where after that rain came, we were basically rained out for 2 weeks. So it was wet and saturated for 2 weeks. Not very good for the corn. The corn came up in most spots where the water could get away from it. It's the last day in June today. It's to my chest, I guess you could say. Where the water couldn't get away from the corn, it sat way too wet, and the corn didn't actually germinate, or I don't know what happened to it, but it did not emerge like it should have. So we ended up having the neighbor that actually harvests this field for us come in here and do some replant for us. Just side shifted the AB line a little bit, planted right next to it. Planted a 103-day corn in here. That corn's about knee high. I don't think we're gonna have any record-breaking yields here in this field this year, but I still think we have the chance to grow some respectable corn. Sometimes Mother Nature just hands you out those type of things. But it's so cool seeing corn with all that residue on the ground. Cool. Look at that, almost a whole inch more rain than I got at my house. 1.25 inches. Pull May puppy eyed her way into going into work today. Didn't you, sweetheart? It's concrete day, which was supposed to be Tuesday, but now it's Thursday because it's gonna be poured on a Thursday because Tuesday it was raining. Need to get the roundabout ready to rock and roll since it's been a little while. Little May swimming pool here. Oh geez. I'm gonna have to sump that out. She's gonna look ridiculous. Her legs are so skinny to how floofy she is. A little bit of concrete that Andrew and I poured the last time we were pouring concrete for another project, and if I haven't told you about that project yet, there's probably a reason. You'll know at some point. My plan is to take my fuel barrel and set it up here, turn it sideways. The big beautiful tree that we have right here is kind of getting in the way of the fuel barrel. I do not want to cut down this tree. Do not want to cut down this tree. So I'm just going to move the fuel barrel. There'll be better access out there to it. Along with that, since we're pouring again today, you usually have extra concrete. So I want to get a spot to put my dumpster. What we're going to end up doing is that we're just going to pour another little slab. And then at some point here in the near future, I'm just going to rock this whole little bit of an area right here. And even maybe a little bit along the back side of the garage. Now, do I need to pour concrete for that? No, but is it a pretty much free concrete slab? Yes. I think we figured it out that this one cost me like less than 40 bucks to do. And on that 40 bucks, it was honestly probably closer to 20. Pads formed up, ready for, what do you call it? Mud? Mud. It's pretty much the overflow. So if I haven't been clear on that, when you pour concrete, what percentage of the time do you have extra? You hope you have extra. You hope you have extra. Because if you don't have extra, you're usually short, and that's probably a problem. Right now in our area, concrete is $130 a ton yard. $130 a yard, sorry. Delivered. If you have half a yard, you don't really just want to kind of go, well, just dump it out there, you know. So if you have to buy it, you might as well use it. That's where I can say that's a free pad. The first one was actually a free pad pretty much because it was my dad buying the concrete. Today I'm buying the concrete, so it's not going to be necessarily free. The next thing on the do list is to get that sumped out.
Dry-ish. We're gonna go put these posts in the ground. Hopefully you don't throw me out of the bucket. Good. Probably a little deep. Not enough to that.
Okay, so the field signs are up. Perfect time about for the 4th of July weekend, since today is the 1st. The guys that are going to be pouring the concrete are going to be here in about half an hour or so. But they don't much feel like being on YouTube, and I respect that. So you guys are going to be getting snapped. Don't worry, you guys can go watch Andrew and I finish pouring that one. I'm wiped out. wiped out. That's hats off to the concrete workers, I'll tell you what. Friday, so after pictures here, looked around, tried to find somewhere to spray, couldn't find somewhere to spray, so Andrew and I are out doing what Andrew and I do best during the summer. Oh, hey. What? You think that, what? You don't want out, do you? Do you want out? You want out? Yeah? Too bad. Too bad. We're going mowing. We're going mowing, bub. This hayfield kind of falls off. This field is literally the side of a hill. The whole thing is a hill. 100%.
To the sky and welcome him around the white balloon. Cammy here's the actual lady we'll go to right now. Now, Cammy, she's a fast one from Seville, Iowa. During the work week, she's a dental hygienist to make you smile a little bit brighter. But tonight, she wants to cash a rodeo barrel racing paycheck. This barrel right here shows the applause.
Well guys, we're back in the DTS 10 today. It's Saturday, July 3rd. We're gonna spray a little bit of L-Team on some corn that I'm starting to see some tassels. Just spraying a little bit of fungicide with this sprayer. It'll leave it good and cleaned out for the next crop that we're going to. Then we're switching to the new STS 12. That's gonna be a different video, so we're gonna end this one here. Thanks for hanging out with me all week. See you in the next time.